Warning, the following video will contain spoilers for an episode of Miraculous Ladybug. If you want my recommendation, watch the episode I am watching before continuing on with this video. But if you don't care about spoilers, then just sit back and enjoy. Oh, and I don't typically do this, but get your facepalm hands ready, because believe me, this episode is gonna hurt.
Hey, so listen, I may or may not have accused you of being Ladybug on the Ladybug. I don't know if you've been keeping up. And I know it's wrong. It's totally crazy. There's no way you can be Ladybug. There's just too much evidence pointing it to be other people.
Alia, you are the most clueless person that I've ever seen on the Lady blog. If you won't prove that Marinette is Ladybug, then I've got to do it for you. Why do I feel like I've been through this before? I'm sure it's nothing. Pray for me. Open the door! Episode 7, Lady Wi-Fi. Jesus Christ, this is gonna hurt. If there was ever an episode that I used to show the hate part of my love-hate relationship with the series, it is this one. The first time I saw this, I absolutely lost my mind. Well, okay, not entirely, but the more and more I watch it, the more it drives me insane. And at first I didn't think of calling this episode bad, but now, oh my god, this is not a fun episode. It is painful. And the two biggest warning signs are the fact that it's episode 7, in the US anyways, and the fact that it's about Alia wanting to find out who Ladybug is behind the mask. God, pray for me.
What a drama queen!
Honestly, I really do not want to review this episode. I mean, I already suffered through it twice. I do not need to suffer through it a third time. Or even a fourth time while editing this. I mean, there has never been an episode that has been as big of a pain as this one. However, according to this contract, which I totally did not make up, I have to review this. And I came a bit more prepared. Well, let's do this. So, how does this episode begin? Well, it begins with Alia at school trying to figure out who Ladybug is, and Marinette is busy being Ladybug and oversleeping, and she won't arrive until Alia leaves, which means Alia will never find out her best friend is Ladybug, even though she could never find that out to begin with, because everybody in the show is an absolute idiot! Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there because I'm not really sure if I made it clear in a lot of my other videos. But one of my main goals with this series is to reveal Ladybug and Cat Noir's identities to all of Paris.
All of their identities soon enough!
Why I want to reveal Ladybug and Cat Noir's identities. Here to discuss the true identities, Ladybug and Cat Noir's identities. Oh really? Then I might as well reveal your identities.
For my secret identity's revealed.
I would want that! Somebody actually managed to reveal your identity. Trying to figure out Ladybug's true identity? I know their identity, alright? I've been real subtle about it, I know, but there is a good reason for this. Now, just look at this photo of Marinette and Ladybug together. Her disguise is so poor that it's so obvious that these two are the same. But apparently to the people in the show, it isn't. Yeah, there is this trope called Clark Kenting in which the disguise of a superhero is so poor that it might as well spell it out to everyone that they are the superhero, but for some weird BS reason, everybody just rolls with it. It's the same deal here. everybody in this city is completely oblivious to the fact that Marinette is Ladybug and Adrien is Cat Noir. Even though they look the same. Except somehow they made it worse. Now there are two ways that they made it worse. However, I'm going to save the second one for probably near the end of the video. The first way they made it worse, not only are these people blind to the truth, they think that anybody could be Ladybug and Cat Noir. For example, in this episode, while glancing over at Chloe, Alia finds her holding a Ladybug yo-yo, and using her
Power of observation.
And by that I mean just using that one little detail, she comes to the conclusion that Chloe is secretly Ladybug, despite the two having no discernible similarities in terms of appearance or personality whatsoever.
I do logic every not at all.
Starting to see what I mean? I mean, she's so stupid that she's gullible enough to think that Chloe Bourgeois, one of the worst people in this show, is Ladybug. And yeah, it gets worse. And as karma for being an idiot, and for having this guy distract Chloe.
What I meant was, did you see Ladybug yesterday? Isn't she amazing? I wonder who she really is.
Stalling! You're doing it wrong! Take lessons from Mindy.
Stalling?
Stalling!
Stalling.
Stalling!
She's caught snooping in Chloe's locker and is sent to the principal's office.
My locker is my secret garden. He who enters uninvited burglarizes my inner being, steals my life force.
And you thought I was a drama queen.
Mr. Damocles only gives Alia a 1-hour detention, but because Chloe is the worst, she abuses her father's position of power to give her a 1-week suspension for her and her blog. Which means Hawkmoth comes out of hiding and sends in Akuma to make her his minion.
Fly away, my little Akuma, and evilize her.
I mean, I'm sorry if I'm skipping details, as I am 1 page into my script and already I'm on Hawkmoth Akumatizing Alia, but believe me, there is nothing here. Everything that I want to talk about is right near the middle of this episode. And I just want to get to that quickly and just do it all quickly just so I won't have to deal with it anymore. I don't want to keep on stalling with this. So let's just show Alia getting akumatized and let's move on.
Lady Wi-Fi, I heard through the grapevine that you're seeking to unmask Ladybug. I'd like to help you if you agree to help me too.
I'll expose the lies of anyone who covers up the truth. Sign me up.
So Marinette arrives late and hears about the news of Alia getting suspended.
What?
Strike one!
The short story? Accused of breaking into Chloe's locker. I mean, Ladybug's locker.
What?
Strike two!
That's it, Marinette. Go to the principal's office.
Oh, come on! She's not going to get a strike three! Well, okay, she did arrive in late, so... Strike three! So Marinette goes to see Mr. Crap. Yeah, as it turns out, Alia has been akumatized into Lady Wi-Fi, a villain who can use her phone to record, pause, lock, go live, and teleport to other phones. Now, to give credit where credit is due, I actually think that this is one of the best villains in the entire series. Her design doesn't look too bad, her powers are pretty creative, she's powerful, threatening, and she has a few motives that I personally share with myself, wanting to reveal Ladybug's identity. And even Carrie Kiernan gives a great performance. The problem is, it all goes downhill from here. And I gotta get prepared for what's to come. So Windsor transformation sequence is here, and they head to Le Grand Paris, where Cat Noir has a horrifying discovery.
Who's being a sneaky kitty now?
Oh.
I should mention this right off the bat. While Chloe makes Marinette's life a living hell, she is Ladybug's #1 fan. Did I mention that she's an idiot?
She's obviously just a diehard fan. A copycat?
Hey, we do not need another copycat after copycat! We're not there yet!
Okay, post-production ASLB here to point out a few errors. First off, how does the setting go from sunset to sundown in under a minute? Secondly, we can see the pause button behind Chloe signifying that she is frozen. but when Alia unmasks her, the pause button is gone. How?
So Lady Wi-Fi heads to Chloe and reveals, in massive quotes there, that she is Ladybug. However, Ladybug and Cat Noir arrive to prove that she isn't Ladybug.
Sorry to bust your news story. Next time, double check your facts.
Actually, I think that it's supposed to be, get your facts right. So Lady Wi-Fi moves Chloe out of the way, and Ladybug and Cat Noir move lower in the hotel so the signal gets lost and she loses power. Yeah, that's apparently her one weakness. She needs Wi-Fi or else she's rendered powerless. So you're telling me that if she has some sort of unlimited data plan, she's the most powerful being in the universe? Well, she would also need a reception just to, well, be able to fight. You know what? Forget that I asked. So Lady Wi-Fi locks every single door, except for this one, and when they enter the room, they find nothing but a phone on every single table that Lady Wi-Fi can randomly teleport to. Okay, how did she get all of those phones? Is she rich? Did she steal it from a lot of people? Oh yeah, also, this line.
How now, brown cow? I thought it was you she was after.
Somebody wrote down that line. Somebody had to look over that line. Somebody translated that one line. Somebody gave that line to Ezra Weiss. Ezra Weiss had to direct Bryce Papenbrook in terms of how to say it. Bryce had to do multiple takes of that one line. Somebody had to pick out the best take of that one line, and somebody had to put that take of that one line into the episode and finalize it. Not one person during that entire process looked at that one line or even heard that one line and stood up and asked whoever he or she was working for, what? But despite that, I actually kind of like this action scene. It's a very unique concept, and I will say that it's executed pretty well. It's one of the few bright spots in this episode when there's nothing making me lose my mind. Sadly, it doesn't last long as it transitions to the kitchen where Lady Wi-Fi traps Ladybug in there and then locks her arms to the wall. Can I just quit? Please, I really do not want to look at this one scene. I mean, they already saw what happened when I saw this scene, like, in my bubble review. I do not want to sit through it again. Please, just let me leave! No? Nobody's gonna make me leave? So, Lady Wi-Fi sets up a live camera for everyone to see and attempts to take off Ladybug's mask. However...
Why doesn't it come off? Because it's magic?
See ya! Alright, fine! I'll talk about that stupid scene! Can somebody help me out, please? Okay. I can sit here all day and have crap thrown at me. But there is no way that I will ever believe that anybody, anywhere, thought that this was a good idea. Magic! Magic! Freaking magic! That is why nobody can remove their masks! I mean, I could buy magic being the reason for Ladybug and Cat Noir being able to run on walls. I could also accept magic as the reason for why Mr. Pigeon can do all of this crap. I could even accept magic as the reason for this. but being the reason as to why their masks can't come off? This is all just a sick joke, surely. I mean, maybe one of the writers knew that somebody out there is going to want to reveal Ladybug and Cat Noir's identities by taking off their masks, and so decided to add this little detail in to destroy his, her, or my chances of being able to do so. Well, unfortunately, that backfired. Because my determination grew! And this is why this one scene is the worst scene in this entire series. It's not only lazy writing at its laziest, but it managed to be so infuriating, so much of a tease, that it was the one scene that pretty much solidified my determination to reveal their identities. And I think we all know what came of that. But wait, it gets worse. Soon enough, Cat Noir arrives through the tiny elevator only to be sent to the freezer and lose his Miraculous when Lady Wi-Fi locks the door on him. Why did she have to lock that door? She could have easily found out who he is by checking on him to see how he's holding up. Or better yet, hear his screams, open the door, reveal that Cat Noir is Adrian, and that's done! Nothing is stopping you! But wait! It gets worse. So, Lady Wi-Fi has Ladybug trapped and Cat Noir is locked up. All the pieces are put in place. The Miraculous duo has no chance in winning. The villains could win. They could take their Miraculouses easily. Especially Ladybug, who is right there, locked up, with her Miraculouses exposed. So, what does Hawkmoth tell her to do?
Get her to use her lucky charm. It'll force her to switch back, and her true identity will be revealed, and her Miraculous will be mine.
Hawkmoth, I may just be an average citizen who, well, doesn't really have any sort of superpowers, but I support you. I built my cosplay in your image. I met your voice actor. And you are one of my favorite villains in TV history. But can I just make a recommendation? Why not tell Lady Wi-Fi to take the Miraculouses? They're right there! She can't do anything to stop you! Just have her take her Miraculouses in front of everyone, and there you go! Her identity is revealed, you have her Miraculous, and everything goes according to plan! You have an opening, why not take advantage of it? Yeah, this is one of the few problems that I have with Hawkmoth. For as powerful as he is, he really doesn't know when he can get the Miraculouses. He always interrupts people at the most inopportune times, and just to remind them of their goals, when they couldn't possibly accomplish that. But for this one moment, when he has 100% chance of winning, he decides to waste it and make the biggest mistake that he ever made in this entire series. For someone who wants their Miraculouses, you don't know when to take their Miraculouses. If you don't get them when they're vulnerable, they can and will win, and you'll realize that you messed up. Good God, this is worse than Hugo Strange from Arkham City! No. And you want to know what the worst part about this entire thing? The stupidity doesn't end here. There is more after this! Why am I even reviewing this? So, like an idiot, Lady Wi-Fi releases Ladybug and leaves the live camera on. With no other option, Ladybug uses her lucky charm, and what does she summon this time? Oh, this episode's gonna be the death of me!
What a drama!
That joke is old now, shut up!
This Better be some lucky box.
So she puts the box in the microwave, then on the plater table or whatever, puts it near the lock and hooks it up. Soon enough, just as Adrian finds his ring, it explodes. Remember back in my Copycat review when I said that I listened to Nickelback because of these guys? I wasn't joking. I mean, yeah, they're one of the most hated bands in the world, but whenever I'm thinking about Miraculous Ladybug or watching these episodes or even doing one of these reviews, I always listen to their songs just to calm my nerves, especially How You Remind Me. It's a sad day when I have to admit that on camera. So because they're the kind of people who shouldn't be let loose, and because Hawkmoth is a really dumb villain in this episode, no offense, Cat Noir grabs a frying pan and Jesus! Okay, I will admit that this is a good wake-up call, but what is this face? It's so creepy! Like, it's almost kind of like somebody's creeping through your window and spying on you! And is it too much to ask to back away from the camera? Cat Noir, I know you're attractive. You did not hear me say that. But could you please keep your distance? It's a little too close for comfort. He puts a frying pan over the camera and heads to the top of the hotel. When he tries to use his cataclysm on the Wi-Fi tower, Lady Wi-Fi appears to prevent him from doing so. Then Cat Noir throws his baton and...
Because it's magic?
Yeah, magic. Just... magic. Ladybug said it perfectly. Let's just end this already before I lose my mind! Even though I already have! So after that distraction, the tower is destroyed. Lady Wi-Fi and Cat Noir fight for a bit, then Ladybug takes her phone and destroys it, releasing the Akuma. Insert status quo you've seen here, turn everything back to normal, I'm screaming in a beanbag in misery, and then fist bump.
Pound it!
Another day, another attack, another victory for the Miraculous Duo, and another 25 brain cells lost from this victory. Ow! There go another 52. So Alia tries to interview the two, but the two leave before she has a chance to hit record. Ladybug decides to hide in the closet to keep her identity hidden, but Cat Noir offers her to reveal her secret to him. But wouldn't you know, Ladybug rejects it.
Nobody must know who we really are. Not even us.
Oh my god. That is one thing I do not understand about this series. Why can't these two not know who each other are behind the mask? I mean, they're superheroes. They work on the same team. I mean, wouldn't knowing each other's identities make keeping it a secret easier? Wouldn't it make working together a little bit easier? I mean, look at Batman and Robin. They know who each other really are behind the mask, and they're doing just fine. I mean, and I know that Cat Noir has some deep feelings for Ladybug, but I got a feeling that if he had a brain, he would probably try to open that door and just see her in her true identity. Like, see who she truly is. I mean, if only he had the brains to do that, and maybe this could probably make the episode better? Wait a minute. Is he going to open that door? Can this episode redeem itself? I mean, if he does, I can finally be free from this nightmare! I can be sane again! Come on, Cat Noir! Open that door! You know you want to! Open the door! Open the door! Alright. Now, I don't think that this episode is all bad. I mean, yeah, it's painful to sit through, but I do have some positives to say about it. I like the villain. I thought that the action was some of the best that I ever saw. It still has the strengths of a typical Miraculous Ladybug episode. And I kind of like the concept of a villain who puts Ladybug and Cat Noir's identities at danger. But good God's tease! I'm not gonna dance around this. This episode is the biggest tease in the entire series. It shows us so many moments where the show tricks you into thinking that something interesting might happen, but then decides to force you to face the fact that this is the 7th episode of season 1 with some points and rationalities by closing a freaking door! And I mostly put the blame on the fact that nobody knows who these two really are! Which leads into my biggest problem with not just this episode, but the entire series as a whole. I hate the dramatic irony! Oh my god, I have never seen a group of people this stupid in my entire life! It's bad enough that nobody knows who they really are is one thing, but to have people just look at them at face value and think that anybody could be those two, it's just absolutely infuriating! And you want to know the worst part? I'm not even done with this! I'm already on my final thoughts and I have yet to finish the episode! So Marinette tells Tiki that her heart is telling her to tell Cat Noir who she is, but then squashes that by saying that she will listen to her head and keep it a secret.
Sometimes your heart tells you one thing, but a great superhero always listens to her head.
You dense, oblivious, inconsiderate son of a... Alia shows up to show Marinette her new phone in time for the 2 atomic bombshells in this episode. Not only does she show Marinette that Adrian looks like Cat Noir, look at these two and think that they're the same, and yet these two, who look more similar to each other, get a free pass! Oh, and that's not the best part. The real best part is Marinette's reaction to all of this.
Are you out of your mind? He's tons more legit than Cat Noir.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may proceed to facepalm in disbelief. And this is the worst part of the dramatic irony. If you have any single bit of common sense, congratulations, you're insane. Nobody will believe you. Your evidence will mean nothing. Goodbye credibility. And you know, that would be fine if I didn't say this problem at conventions!
That is a lie.
What?
And that is not true.
Yeah, I would totally know if she actually was.
Yes.
I don't think Marionette's Ladybug. I mean, it's pretty obvious she's not Ladybug.
How so?
Marionette is not Ladybug because Ladybug's actually like cool and athletic, and Marionette trips over her own feet when she's walking.
I'm pretty sure I would know if my best friend was my role model.
Okay, but like also, can we just talk about the fact that Adrian is like basically perfect and Chadmar is like a walking train wreck?
If only you knew! And this is why Miraculous Ladybug drives me crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will support the show. I mean, it's still a really good series. But there are so many issues that drive me up the wall and through the roof. And nowhere is that rage further brought out than Lady Wi-Fi! If you want to see this episode, be my guest. But unless you don't want to see Ladybug and Cat Noir's identities revealed, make sure you prepare for the pain and agony that comes with it! From Alia thinking that Chloe is Ladybug, to the freezer scene, to Hawkmoth not telling Lady Wi-Fi to get the Miraculouses, to Marinette denying Alia's theory, quote-unquote, to Cat Noir closing that door! And I swear, if I see that magic scene, I am going to—
Why doesn't it come off? Because it's magic?
You know, all of this doesn't really mean anything, assuming that Alia agreed with my video. Has she responded yet? I've done it! I've finally done it! Want $1 million? No, I finally lost my mind! It's been over a year since I made that miraculous mystery video where I revealed Ladybug and Cat Noir's identities, but apparently that video didn't do a single thing! As Ladybug and Cat Noir are still out there saving Paris, and I'm not getting any recognition! And whenever I am getting recognition, it's either through Marinette and Adrian denying the truth, or Chloe being an absolute jerk! And don't even get me started on Deadpoolzilla. Now, it's not to say that Alia hasn't seen my video. She has, but the only responses to it consist of, "Are you freaking kidding me?" I mean, what did I do wrong? Am I ugly? Did Ladybug and Cat Noir brainwash these people? Is this karma for me breaking into Marinette's house and installing security cameras in there? What? That was supposed to be a joke. No, I didn't. No, play the clip! I knew that those security cameras would come in handy. I mean, I gotta say it now. I should consider myself the lifeline of the Lady Blog. I mean, without me, there really wouldn't... It was recording this entire time? Great! You've seen how much? How is it that every single time that I try to do something, they have to ruin it? They have to ruin it. Ruin it. I guess I've held this off for long enough. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't go as bold and stealing. Time living like I'm sick of selling, sex and feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me.
Because it's magic?